Hello, myself Sunil Ramakrishna. Here, basically, we are talking about one topic, that is currencies, dependency, and independency. Basically, we are talking about one topic, that is ideas. In ideas, basically, we are talking about global warming, and global warming is actually not error. Basically, somebody is trying to solve the error. Basically, in this, basically, we are talking about one topic, that is 20% error. Basically, that basically somebody is telling that we will finish the entire software industry only. Basically, somebody is telling that we are going to finish the entire software industry only, and somebody is telling that basically somebody is telling that we will finish the entire software industry, and somebody is telling that we will finish the entire stuff. Basically, for example, few people basically tells like this. Basically, for example, 20% global warming error basically is connected with the education sector. Basically, so one of the person told that basically yes, one of the education sector, basically it's connected with the education sector. So 20% error basically is connected with the education sector, that is 100% sure. So in this, basically we are discussing that basically how basically the education sector basically is connected with the error. Basically, so one of the person told that how basically each and every caste basically was created. One of the person told that from who is the basically first person, basically who was the first Malayali person basically in this world, basically who started the Malayali caste. Basically, then basically one of the person told that who is the first Gujarati person basically who started the Gujarati caste. Then basically one of the person told that who is the first Uttar Pradesh, basically north person basically who started the Hindi caste. Like this, basically few people basically told this also. Basically, then basically few people told that 20% error basically might be problem basically from the world, basically when it was started. Basically, that also basically might be the problem. Basically, then basically few people told that basically that when the earth planet was basically divided, that is the 11 parts basically has done of the earth planet. That for example, one person told that basically earth planet is divided into 11 part, basically, right? Then he told that yes, basically earth planet is divided into 11 part, and in this 11 part basically the earth planet has divided. Then he told that yes, basically earth planet is divided into 11 parts. So he told that earth planet basically has divided into 11 parts. How basically, though you know basically that? Then he told that earth planet basically has divided into 11 part, and in this basically the Asia is the one of the part basically of the land. Basically, then he told that oh, Asia basically is the one of the part. Basically, so can we define, can we basically separate the Asia part from the entire world? Basically, or basically can we do one thing, can we divide the entire 11 parts into different parts? Basically, one will go this side, one will go this side, one will go that side, one will go back side. Like this basically we can do. Then he told that that is previously it was like that only, basically, but we actually merged the earth planet. Basically, we basically merged the earth planet. Basically, so one of the person told that the people who staying in the near of the border of the earth planet, basically, then he told that yes, basically the mountain people, they basically can feel that basically the earth planet basically is moving, and it's basically sometime uh, it's moving along without the world. Basically, the mountain basically is moving without the world. Basically, that type of also basically for example, one of the person told that do you know basically that Everest mountain? Basically, yes, Everest mountain I know. Basically, there basically that basically sometime moves without the earth planet, basically without entire earth planet sometime, basically, because there basically nobody stays. That basically people says, basically, but why basically, where, who is basically staying one person basically in that Everest, that basically nobody knows, don't know, basically who basically stays there. That basically nobody knows, basically. Then he told that basically in the Everest mountain basically who stays, basically. Then he told that basically Everest mountain basically that need to check basically who basically uh, stays at the Everest mountain, basically. Then he told that in Everest mountain basically there might be someone, basically who is staying, and that it might possible that sometime basically he gets afraid, and then basically the Everest mountain gets separates from the earth planet. That might be possible, basically. or basically it might possible that in the border of the planet basically there might be few mountains basically, there basically one of the few family basically might be staying. They basically their land basically gets separates from the earth planet when they basically gets afraid from the earth planet, when they basically gets afraid from the earth planet basically. Few people says basically, but who basically who is that family, that basically need to check basically who might be that family basically, who is basically staying at the border of the mountain, who might be that family, that basically need to check basically who is that family basically who stays near the earth planet, border of the earth planet. That basically sometime basically they gets afraid from the earth planet entire group basically, then they separates their family, separates their land basically, and then basically they get separate for few time basically. This type of, but earth planet basically both side basically are moving, both side basically are moving, that basically happens very rare basically, but that happens basically, that basically movement basically is on last day of world basically. Like this basically they, that group basically feels that basically today is last day of world, so like this basically they moves from the planet basically, moves from the earth planet. How basically they feels that basically, they might be feeling that basically when the earth planet, they might be staying with the that area basically since many time basically, it might possible 1,000 year, 2,000 year, 4,000 year, 5,000 year, 10,000 year, 20,000 year, 40,000 year. So if within 20,000, 40,000 year, that group basically might have saw that basically this situation and that this environment basically get creates in this area, that time basically the world basically has ended. So assume that basically 99 time basically world has ended. In 99 time basically they have, they might have saw that basically whenever this type of environment basically exists, that time basically the world has ended. So 99 time basically world has ended, so 99 environment basically they have basically in his mind, their mind basically, and there basically the mind gets connects to the certain level of ideas basically on the last day of world basically what basically they have thought. For example, when the first time basically world was ended, that time basically their mind basically was thinking this whole thing basically. When second time basically when they, when the world basically ended, that time basically their mind was thinking this. Third time this, like this basically 99 time basically when the world ended, that time basically their mind basically was thinking this all thing basically. So it might possible basically that the family basically was staying near the border of the earth planet, that family might have seen each and everything basically when the world basically was ended. It might possible basically, because possibilities only basically we can say, we can say only the possibilities. So like this basically the possibilities are basically there, like this the possibilities are basically there. So one of the person told that basically which might be that family are basically, is it Hindu family, is it Muslim family, is it Christian family, or basically is it some which family basically, or is it Indian family, which family basically that is, that basically can anyone tell this basically. Then he told that basically that was it's very difficult to tell basically, but whatever family basically they basically might, they always basically shift to different area basically, they basically can't do basically, few human basically can't do that basically, that basically only can be do with the help of the satellite groups. The satellite group basically separates the planet from the earth planet, separate the land basically of that mountain area, and basically they say, get separates from the earth planet when they feels that basically this type of environment is basically getting created, and their brain basically is getting thinking up to this level basically. So that type of environment basically when happens basically, that time basically the people basically say that basically yes, here basically the earth planet is going to end, and that type of basically we have to shift from the earth planet, so that type of environment basically might get possible.